And we're back for week 20 of the video journal. And there's been a lot that's been going on in the past week. When I say a lot, I mean stuff has progressed. A lot of the stuff I've been working on, I've not been incorporating too much new stuff into my routine. It's starting to settle, and I'm going to start laying out some foundations for some long-term goals which I can really shoot for. So I've got a bit more of a stable routine and schedule that I can always reevaluate every now and again, tweak, and continue to move forward and progress in the direction I want to. The title of the video, again, it's another one of those weeks where I could have decided between about 3 or 4 different titles of what to talk about. That's just the one I've landed on because that is where my mind has been at recently about streaming, doing live streams. Now, if you have followed me for quite a while and you have been around in my life for long enough, you would know back when I used to do TikTok, I did TikTok live streams, 50 to 100 people, and it was a blast every single time, interacting with people, going back and forth with them, this, that, the other. Obviously, if I am to do that now, be on YouTube, Twitch, or I'd try to multi-platform stream it, and there'd be maybe 0 to 5 viewers for a long time. One of the most fun part about streaming, I'd say, is interacting with the viewers. And if there are no viewers, then what? So it's a very interesting thing that I'm getting into because streaming, it's a very slow, tedious process to even gain an audience. And then once you do, you got to be consistent, this, that, the other, and you got to be willing to stream to a very small amount of people. So those are a few things that I'm really taking into consideration right now about how I could even grow to begin with and make sure it's a feasible option for me. But I think if I can make it work, again, it's another fun option. And I've got to lay a foundation where even if I had no viewers there, I would still enjoy my time on stream. Enough talk about that for now. So what's been happening in the past week? If I could have had 3 or 4 titles, what else could I have potentially talked about? In terms of my fighting classes, quick update. I am preparing to do my first jiu-jitsu grading. Yeah, so we know how long martial arts take to master, learn, and this, that, the other, to get off your white belt even, and jiu-jitsu is the longest martial arts to get your black belt. About 10 years or 8 to 15 years if you were to give a rough range. I will be going for my first stripe. It's been that long and I'm going for my first stripe. So I've been attending 2 to 3 classes a week, really locking in on that. Odds are I'd be grading end of March, so around my birthday. Also, I know it's a real side thing for me, but AFL pre-season training has been ramping up. Still a couple sessions a week. I've been training in the midfield as much as I possibly can. I just put myself in those situations, and it'll be fun this year. Again, obviously not the greatest at football, but I enjoyed playing the sport, and I know I will get better as time goes on. Another thing to talk about, uni is about to start for me. I'll be going to Deakin University in Melbourne, and it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Because they're doing this O-Week thing. Could you not? Some of these events, they're pretty cool. Obviously, got to pay a little bit of money, but for what I'm getting, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm definitely going to enjoy that, and I'm going to make a full video about that after I go through that entire week. But yeah, honestly, a lot of progressing this week, a lot of reflection, I'd say, in this past week as well. As I have stopped posting short forms every single day, it's giving me more time to take a step back and look at everything. I was saying this as well last week, so I can really push in the right directions I want to. I think the most scary thing about the kind of work I'm doing, the worry that what I do won't actually have a payoff at the end of the day, especially with social media, and trying to ensure a path where success is pretty much guaranteed based on the systems I have in place. It's a pretty scary thing to go down. Yeah, I think especially towards the end of this week, I really knuckled down on my time allocation and my schedule and what I'm supposed to be doing at certain parts of the day. And at the end of the day, I am 19. You could say that in the air, there are 16-year-old millionaires, but there are also 28-year-olds who really don't have much figured out right now either. And honestly, I don't have it figured out. But that is okay because I know I am taking steps forward regardless if it's the right direction or not. I'm learning, I'm improving, and I'm gaining skill. And I still haven't made that little side quest video yet, but I need to. And in those videos, when I do post them, they are always going to be absolute gems. This is just my journey. This is just documentation. And damn well, these are going to be so cool to look back on, because what if, like down the line, like 2, 3, 4, 5, however many years down the line, streaming is my main route to success, not my videos, streaming. And then we can circle back to week 20 of my video journal and where the idea had just been born in my head. I can go back to that point in time and be like, that is when I started. That's when it all began in here. And that's the way I made it happen. Big talk, but anything's possible when you really dedicate yourself. Whether I really dedicate myself to this or not, it's for you to literally know it worked out. I don't think I need to waste any more of your time. I don't need to waste any more of my time. And I'm gonna see you next week. Bit of a shorter one. Short doesn't always mean bad. As always, you, the viewer, have a phenomenal week. I hope you had a phenomenal week. I want you to have another phenomenal week. Do something that you've never done before. Push yourself, get out of your comfort zone. And I will see you next week for week 21. Damn, these weeks are now going by a lot faster than they were at the beginning. That's how it goes.